War Machines, there are a bunch of suits, some of them good, some of them bad, but in today's video I am going to be doing a tier list of every single one of them. So if you end up enjoying it, please make sure to like and subscribe so I can make more in the future. And yeah, let's get into it. So as you can see here, we have got all of the suits down here, and we've got a tier list up here. For the first two suits, we're gonna have to start off with, of course, the two starter suits, Hot Rod and Steel. They go mid, because let's be honest, everyone has it. It's not that special, so I'm just gonna keep it up here because that's probably the most reasonable thing to do. So we have now got all of these suits. So first of all, we've got Eco, Carbon, Navy, Desert, Arctic, Woodlands, and the disco suit, which I think goes down here, because I'll actually show you what it looks like. I think it looks absolutely disgusting. This color combo just does not fit with me very well. It doesn't fit with me, that's why I'm just gonna put it in the bad section. But other than that, like, it's got nothing, there's nothing special about it. So now we are on to the soldier suit. I think it goes in front of the two starter suits in the mid section. The reason why I've put it in front of Hot Rod and Steel suit is because if you look at the suit, this is like a really sick design. I really like what they've done with this. It just looks really nice in my opinion. There's not much to say about it, but I think it just goes well with how I like my suits to look. Okay, so now we've got Swamp Rider. I actually forgot to mention that. Okay, so now we are moving on to the four rare suits: Bumblebee, Chroma, Barrage, and Mountain. There's not much special about these suits other than that they have a bit more detail in them than the common suits that you get in the cheap crates. Anyways, now we are moving on to the epic suits, the purple rarity suits, the suits that are actually good. We have whatever this, I'm not even going to mention the suit's name, but I think it goes in good. This suit, it just looks really nice in my opinion. The ability, in my opinion, not really the best. The tactical rifle, as you can see, it looks pretty cool. And here is what it looks like. For some reason, the tactical rifle lags out your mobile device or iPad whenever you use it for some reason, and it even crashes your game sometimes. I've experienced that a couple times when I played on mobile. Next we have Deadeye. This goes behind whatever this suit is called in the good section. As you can see, it's a pretty unique design, and as you can see, you've got like all of these pouches and stuff like that. You've even got this front bit here, and with a scar on one of its eyes. Anyways, here's the tactical pistol. Now, the tactical pistol actually does more damage than the tactical rifle, but it has less ammo capacity and it doesn't have as fast fire rate, so which sort of balances it out. But overall, this suit is pretty nice. I wouldn't really wear this as my main, personally, because there's better looking suits, but it is still pretty good looking. Anyways, now we are moving on to the cryo suit, which actually goes behind the Deadeye. The reason is because of the cryo missile, as I'll show you in a second. Personally, the suit doesn't look bad. As you can see, it's got like a slick design, but the ability is just a letdown in my opinion. The cryo missile is basically just a copy of the wrist rocket, and I'll show you a comparison real quick. So here's what the wrist rocket does, as you can see, and here's what the cryo missile does. No difference except on the color change. Now the cryo missile does less damage than the wrist rocket, but it has a shorter cooldown and it has its own ability called Frostbite, as you can see up here, which slows all movement by half, except if you're doing normal flight like this or Sonic Boom, which makes it even worse, because if it actually did half the speed of the Sonic Boom, this is actually a pretty good ability, especially for PvP. But the suit looks pretty nice, as I said earlier, but the ability sort of lets it down. That's why I put it behind the other two. Alright, so now we are moving on to the Night Ops. This goes in front of Deadeye. Now, you may be thinking, why the random placement? It's not actually that random if you think about it, because of the ability. Invisibility is actually very good for PvP. As you can see here, it's just charging up real quick. And I've turned it on and no one can see where you are. until it goes away, obviously. Now, the suit actually looks really nice. I like the camo design, and I like the green lights with the arc reactor too. Overall, it's a decent looking suit with a decent ability, so that's why I put it ahead of Deadeye, but not ahead of the suit. I don't know how to pronounce it. Maybe it's because of my British accent. I just don't want to try it. Let's just say that. Now, next up is the event suits, which I actually quit during that time when they came out. You can't get them anymore. That's why they call event suits. But for the people who do have it, good for you. For the Frost suit, in my opinion, it goes ahead of the Bumblebee and stuff like that, but not ahead of Soldier. Now, the reason why I put it this low is because of the quote-unquote abilities. If you look over here, there's no actual ability that comes with Frost, like any abilities that can damage bandits or even protect yourself from bandits. We just have this melee ability called Candy Cane, and then we have the Frost Flight, which is just a reskin of the Repulsor Flight. Not much to say about it. It's pretty boring, that's why I put it down there. On the other hand, we have the Hunted suit. Now, this goes on top of the good section because of the abilities, especially the Repulsor. Because as you can see, there's a Hunted Bolt. It's basically a reskin of the Mjolnir Blast, Scepter Blast, Reality Blast. It does 125 damage when you have a full kill streak. That means 150%. And it does an insane 437.5 damage if you charge it up, which is insane. And for the other ability, we have the Hunter Portal right here. Now, it looks similar to the Magical Journey, which we're going to get into later, but it's more of the hunt theme, if you know what it looks like. Just basically just a square. Anyways, that's my opinion on the Hunter suit, just up on top of the good section. Anyways, now we are moving on to the legendary suits. So first off, we have MK Cupid. I think this goes in the top of the good section. And the reason why I put it here is because of the suit and the ability. But first of all, I'm going to show you the suit. Right, this is what the suit looks like. I actually really like the design of the suit. The arc reactor looks unique. The mask looks unique. The Hunter suit is actually got the same mask as the Cupid's mask, as you can see. It's got a cape behind it, which is also what the Hunt has. Anyways, now we have the Nano Arrow. Right, this is what it looks like. When you charge the arrow up, it does more damage. So as you can see, I've got it maxed out, like fully charged up. So when I shoot it will do a lot of damage to bandits. And of course, it's got a really big explosion bit thing. I don't know what to call it. You don't even have to charge it that much. You only have to charge it like that, and it'll do a smaller one. As you can see, you can also do it like midway like this. It won't do as big of an explosion, I don't think. It also won't do as much damage unless it's fully charged. Oh wait, I almost forgot the wings actually. The wings. We have the Cupid wings here. And this is actually a lot of people's personal favourites. A lot of people run this flight because of the looks, but I don't personally run it because of its widespread and you can't really see bandits properly, and it's just a nuisance for me. Anyways, now we are on to the War Machine suit. Now, the War Machine suit is actually one of my favourite suits. That's why I'm going to be slightly biased about it, and it's going to go into the very good section. Why do I keep putting Cupid? There you go. Right, this is what the War Machine looks like. It's actually a very nice design. I love the design of this, actually. At one point, I wanted this to be my main suit, but I kept the Thor suit as my main, as you'll see later in the video. It's got a very bulky design, similar to the Barrage suit, and it's got two abilities called Wrist Rifle and Shoulder Minigun. I will show you them in a second. But I just want you to appreciate with me the looks of this suit. It just looks really nice in my opinion. This color combo looks amazing, and it just doesn't it's not too vibrant if you get what I mean. Anyways, now we're moving on to the abilities. First is Wrist Rifle. And we have the better of the two abilities, Shoulder Minigun. I'm sure what it does against this rock, because it's done something bad to me once, which is absolutely nothing. Look at that, absolute beast. It does 55 damage at max power, or kill streak, whatever you call it. But the downside of it is that it just doesn't have very good range like the wrist rocket, as you can see. If you did use it properly and just like was up the bandit or player's face, you could do a lot more damage because of the fast fire rate than you could do with, say, the Unibeam, which I actually use for PvP because of its long range. Anyways, now we are moving on to the mythic suits, and I'm actually pretty excited to do this because a lot of the mythic suits are actually pretty mid, like the first one we're going to look at, which is Wraith. Now, a lot of people put it in the bad, but because of the looks, I think it's going here. Right, this is what the suit looks like. I think it looks very cool. I know a few people that main this suit because of the looks, and I don't blame them. It looks very cool. Like, look at the cape is just worn down. As for that, the hood, the mask, this looks very cool, and it all just blends in with each other very well. But as they say, all good things must come to an end, and we've got these two absolutely horrendous abilities. First of all, we have the Shadow Bolt. Just the worst version of the Nano Arrow, as it does less damage and has less charges, basically very unversatile, if you get what I mean. So next we have the Shadow Teleport. It's pretty useless ability because like no one would actually use it for normal PvP or grinding for money in the first place. But it is pretty cool looking, I must say so myself. Yeah, overall the suit is pretty mid, so that's why I put it in the mid section. We are now onto Loki. I think it goes in front of the War Machine suit because of its repulsor. This is what the suit looks like. A very good looking suit. As you can see, it's got a very nice design. It's got a small cape to the left of it, like with other suits. It's got a little dagger, and it's got a set of horns at the top, which actually blocks your view, if I'm gonna be honest. But here is the Scepter Blast. Very cool looking, and it looks nice. Right, now we have the Mystic Teleport, as you can see. As you probably guessed by now, the better version of the Shadow Teleport, because it's got a longer range, and it's got a shorter cooldown of 8 seconds as opposed to the longer 16 seconds that the Shadow Teleport has. Anyways, we are now moving on to the Loki Shapeshift, which is a flight that I think just looks really nice. As you can see, it's nice looking, very cool in my opinion, just looks really nice. Definitely one of the best flights in the game. Alright, so now we're moving on to the Portal Mancer. I think it goes here. Now, as you can see, the suit looks very nice. It's definitely one of the best looking in the game, especially because of like the design on the repulsor and the sides and the cape and everything like that. Even down to the mask, it looks a bit odd, but it looks odd in a good way. Now we're going to move on to the abilities: Mystic Bolts, Magical Journey, and Summon Foes, which is still on cooldown. Mystic Bolt first. Basically just a different version of the default repulsor that you get when you first join the game. Here's Summon Foes, and it has to be by far the best ability that Portal Mancer has to offer, because you can use this for PvP, you can use this for combos, like using it with Nano Arrow. As soon as you use the Summon Foes, it drops 5 bandits at once, or players at once. Alright, and here's Magical Journey, the last ability that it has. As you can see, pretty cool. Okay, let's get out of here real quick. Anyways, here is the Mystical Flight that I've been neglecting the whole entire time, even though it's my favourite flight, like, ever. Like, if you're a returning viewer, you know that I love this and I use it all the time. And for good reason too, because like, look at this. Just very cool. And like, overall, the suit, just really nice. Oh yeah, and also, I forgot to mention, if you look at the compass bit on top, you can see it's actually green. Same with Wraith. but it's purple, as you can see up here. Alright, just ignore this other portal monster there. I accidentally put 2 in there. But we are now moving on to the Thor suit. Very good suit. I think it goes here because it's Robux. Now I'll show you what it looks like. It's my main suit, so it's actually recolored, as you can see. But this is what it looks like default. This is the default of it. I don't think it's as good looking as the full white one that I done with the recolor thing, but it's still good looking nevertheless. Okay, so for the abilities we have the Storm Explosion and Rapture. This is what the Lightning Flight looks like, and this is normal flight, and this is what the Sonic Boom looks like. I think very cool looking, but it's nothing too special. Alright, here is the Mjolnir Blast. Here's what it looks like. Here is Storm Explosion now. It damages all bandits or players that are around you that are in the range of the Storm Explosion itself. But as you can see, if we look up, there's like a circle around this bit. That's how far it can go. Right, here is the final ability that Thor has, and it's called Rapture. It's super OP. In some cases, it can be quite inconsistent when it comes to damaging bandits, and it's pretty avoidable if you're a player. But anyways, here is what it looks like. Very, very cool. Yeah, but overall it's a pretty good suit, deserving to go in a very good section. Now we are moving on to the last mythic, Thanos, or Infinity. Goes in the OP section right here. Just, you don't need, no explanation needed. No explanation needed at all. Before we get into any of the abilities, we're going to have a quick look at the suit, because it's very good looking. As you can see, the design is just textbook. You can't describe how much detail they've put into this suit. And of course the gauntlet. Anyways, here is the abilities. We have Reality Blast first. Whenever you kill a bandit or player with it, it turns them into random object. Here's Warp Punch. Can't actually like use it properly unless there's a bandit nearby. I'll do that real quick. You can see that's what it does. It's pretty cool. Has 4 charges, 7 second cooldown, not bad at all. Here is the Power Beam, as you can see. Very cool. This Power Beam is very powerful, as it says in the name. Anyways, here is Cool Meteor. Here's Snap. A very cool fact about it that I don't think any of you actually know about, or very little of you know about. If you see their tag, like on top of their heads, that means that's in the range of the Snap ability. If you look, you see that sniper over there? If I try to snap again, it won't hit them because the snap can't reach it. So if I just do this, it won't die. It just won't die because it's not in the range of the snap. So that's just like a cool thing that I wanted to mention. Anyways, this is definitely 11 out of 10 for grinding. Not the best, one of the best for PvP, but there is better combos out there. Anyways, now we are moving on to the final 2 suits. Ignore this one, pretend that's not even there. The Collector and what is this suit called actually? Honorary. I think that's what it's called. That's what we're gonna go into now. It goes mid. Some of you may be confused. Oh, it's 500 Robux. Why have you put it in the mid section? Well, it's because of the abilities. Well, the quote-unquote abilities that it has. 50% cash from killing / flying. You may think that's good, but that's so small. You'll probably only make like 30,000 extra an hour with it, which in the long term might seem a bit handy, which it sort of is, but collector suit is just so much more worth it because it saves you so much time collecting the cash off of the ground. But the good thing is it gives you 400,000 cash bonus and a golden chat, which I don't mind at all. Look at the suit, it's alright looking, I don't mind it. I think it just looks really nice. The colour combo looks really nice. The cape looks really nice. Let's move on to the collector suit. Right, collector, it goes here. It goes here because of the infinite cash range. It's one of those ones where you don't need it, but it's so much easier. Like, life is so much easier if you do have it. So I'll just show you what it does in a second. First of all, we're gonna have a look at the suit. As you probably noticed, it has no actual helmet aspect. It's just got a mask. That's because when you turn off the mask or lift the mask up, it just shows you your face and a top hat, and that's just really cool in my opinion. The color combo is similar to the ordinary suit, but it's got a jacket and a bit more black. I'll show you what it does now. You can see, it just goes to me. If I do snap, I just collect all the cash, which is very cool. But other than that, it's a pretty cool looking suit, pretty cool ability, nothing else in it, nothing too special. Anyways, this is the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, you know, comment, share, do whatever you want. I've got a Roblox group and a Discord if you wouldn't mind joining that, because on the Roblox group you've got a free private server to grind all by yourself. Discord is just like to have fun and have conversations. Comment any video ideas that you'd think would be good. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Goodbye.